Welcome back, everyone. We interrupt sports right now for this breaking news. A driver wanted for assault with a deadly weapon. Let's go to Mike Rogers at the desk. Mike, you mentioned there are 4 people inside this car right now.
Susie, 4 people inside of this car, and unfortunately, we just entered downtown on a night where it is very cloudy. We're doing our best. Oliver up there in SkyCal to keep an eye on this guy as he pokes through buildings. There you see the car. This all started in Hollywood on a 911 call. LAPD officers arrived to an assault with a deadly weapon radio call. They got there, were quick enough to try to find this person who is now taken off from them. Wrong way, it looks like. Yep, wrong way on that street there as he goes through these tall buildings in downtown LA. We know that there are at least 4 people in the car. We believe there are 4 people in the car. The person, we know that there are at least 4 people in the car. We believe there are 4 people in the car. The person who is the victim in this case told them that there were 3 handguns that were with these people. It's unclear exactly how they know that, if all 3 of them produced a handgun or exactly what happened. The car, though, is going through. It's just on the other side of that building, Oliver, right where you're looking at that intersection at the top of your screen. You see that LAPD patrol car blowing through that intersection. So we're dealing with all of these tall buildings. There's a cloud layer that is complicating things as well. So we're doing our best to try to keep an eye on this. I can tell you the LAPD helicopter struggling to keep an eye on it as well because of the tall buildings, because of the cloud layer. So you see these LAPD units that are trying to catch up. The car is actually a bit further down the street. You see some of those blue buildings down there. Those blue lights, rather, on those buildings, and the clouds that we are dealing with here near the U.S. Bank building, the Wells Fargo building. So this started in Hollywood. We came west through West Hollywood, and then we went, there's the LAPD helicopter that you're looking at. We went west through West Hollywood, south past the Grove into Pico Union, and then eastbound rather, on the 10 freeway. Forgive us as we're losing our shot there as well. Eastbound on the 10 freeway, and then northbound on the 110 freeway before getting off in downtown LA. So SkyCal is continuing to try to maneuver to try to get eyes back on this this pursuit suspect. We're getting actually close to City Hall, Oliver, if you want to start moving your way that way. That is where the suspect is kind of headed at this moment, off to your right, back over to your right there is where City Hall is. So we're trying to look for this guy right now. We're working on getting some streets here where this suspect is off Grand and about 2nd, Oliver, Grand and 2nd. Is where we're looking for this person right now. LAPD has their helicopter overhead. They're trying to keep tabs on him as well, straight down right underneath you. There is the spotlight from the LAPD, and there is the car rounding the corner. Great job, Oliver. Coming around here, wrong side of the road again. Look at this, on 5th and Olive here. Those LAPD officers not hesitating them to follow wrong side of the way. They wanted to go into tracking mode for a period of time here, but did not because of the armed suspects that are inside. This vehicle is considered armed and dangerous. Why they are also not in tracking right now is because of the difficulties that the helicopter is dealing with trying to keep up with this because of and back right on the right side of your screen there, going to come through this intersection right here because of what they're trying to deal with the tall building. So they don't want to go into tracking mode because they don't want to lose it. We're back on the right side of the road here. 5th, we're near Bunker Hill. You see the steps there in downtown Los Angeles. Certainly a busy Friday night. Lots of traffic on the streets. We haven't seen a ton of pedestrians so far. I can tell you when he was on the freeway, he was going very, very fast. Speeds over 100 miles an hour as those officers were trying to keep up and make a right turn there. Again, around some of those big buildings. That's the U.S. Bank Tower. You've got some other buildings there as well. So there's a lot to contend with here in downtown. We'll see, it looks like, yep, coming back on the freeway right there, Oliver. And I think, let me see, give me bearings here where we're at. I think we're looking at the 101 there. Or no, he's underneath of it, excuse me. He's underneath of the freeway right there, underneath of the building. So this guy really doing all that he can right now to try to evade law enforcement. But what the benefit is for them is this watch commander who is calling this out has allowed those ground units to stay with him. There he is coming back around here. So if his plan was to ditch the ground units under these tall, or ditch the airship under these tall buildings, it's not working out very well for them because LAPD has allowed their ground units to stay right on top of this person. And again, the nature of the want, assault with a deadly weapon. And again, 4 suspects believed to be inside with at least 3 handguns, according to the LAPD, or according to some of the information that we are listening to. And forgive us, we're losing our shot there with SkyCal as we maneuver around, again, some of these buildings here. There we go. Signal is back here as we come back around. It'll be interesting to see if he gets back on the freeway here. He did do that for a period of time, again, before coming into the downtown Los Angeles area, maybe to try to lose some of these guys, but he's making these really wild moves here back there at Fremont and Temple. That LAPD unit you can see, though, is doing a really good job of staying right on top of this guy. The LAPD airship, our helicopter SkyCal, doing their best to navigate the tall buildings here in and around downtown LA. And there's a fire engine trying to pull out right there as well, going to get caught up in this as that car maneuvers around the fire engine. Staying away from the freeway, though, left-hand turn. The freeway was just to his right there. There wasn't an on-ramp, but it was at least the freeway. If he was trying to go that route and get back on it, he's not. He's going to stay in the downtown LA area. Really kind of the north corner of the downtown LA area, almost near Chinatown if we were to cross over underneath of that freeway. But we're going to stay in downtown, first in Hope Street. Here you go, LAPD right behind him. That is still a Hollywood unit. LAPD Hollywood Division was the ones who started this chase. They're still with it right behind him as this guy continues to weave his way in and around the downtown area, back out on Flower now, right behind their tails. And again, you see the windows rolled up. We don't really see inside of it. The information that the LAPD is getting is from this victim. Now, the nature of the call, and I believe, Ollie, that goes underground. So that's going to be the tunnel. I think we're going to need to move to the left here to try to get him on the other, right there through the intersection. Yep, good job. So back through the, underneath that tunnel and then back out. Those LAPD units, we have seen so many pursuits get lost in that tunnel in particular. And here's another one. Not happening this time because the LAPD is right on his tail. You got a couple of people on scooters there making the left-hand turn at 4th and Olive as this car just continues to come barreling through these Hollywood units right on his tail. There's another one just kind of stopped at the light, kind of made a bizarre little wide turn there and almost slowed down, but blowing through these red lights. That's a pedestrian crossing there, and you can see these LAPD units. Here's another red light. Let's see what they do. Right through it here to try to get around some of that traffic. That pedestrian thankfully had gotten through the through the traffic there. Now the airship is telling units that he almost TC'd, almost crashed into that black and white that was stopped at the intersection. Okay, stopped here. I can't tell. Okay, the car looks like it's rolling. Okay, I think we have a foot bail here. Some of these people out. It looks like that car, we're going to maneuver SkyCal around here, 6th and Hill Street in downtown LA, to see where these suspects went. It looked like all 4 of them got out and bailed. There you see the car has kind of rolled to a stop right here at 6th and Hill, and we saw those units get out and start chasing them. You have a gang unit down there. That's that slick top with the 7 on top of it from Wilshire Division. So the car has been left abandoned, just kind of rolled up here against the sidewalk, and now those officers are chasing on foot the other people. And forgive us as we get behind these buildings again here. It's a City National Bank building. So we're going to do our best to lose that building, maybe slide back to our left here and try to get a good shot of this. Our pilots up there doing a great job tonight in SkyCal. LAPD is going to want to come and clear this vehicle. I don't know if all 4 suspects got out or exactly how many got out here, but we are continuing to watch this. The LAPD is going to go up and try to clear that car and make sure no one is watching. We're going to keep our viewers on KCAL 9 and join our viewers on CBS LA Channel 2.
On Channel 2 CBS LA at 11 with breaking news and simulcasting on KCAL 9. A pursuit of a suspect wanted for assault with a deadly weapon coming to an end.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk helping us track this pursuit. Mike, this has been pretty wild.
It has been pretty wild, and it has finally just come to an end with a bunch of Hollywood and Wilshire units here in the downtown LA area at 6th and Hill. This is an assault with a deadly weapon suspects. We believe to be there were 4 of them in the car. Now, the suspects were wanted for an assault with a deadly weapon that happened in Hollywood. We know that it was a fresh 911 call. Officers were racing to the scene when they spotted the vehicle that the victim had given them the description of, and they started chasing it. In fact, this was all so fresh that the LAPD was trying to meet with the victim while they were chasing these guys to figure out what the want was here. 4 suspects we believe to be inside of the car. We know that there were at least 3 guns. Ollie, go into the car. I think I see 2 hands there. So at least 2 of the people are still in the car. You see their hands hanging out the back passenger side of the driver's and passenger side of the car. So at least 2 people had the wherewithal to not take off and run and are now awaiting LAPD to take them into custody.
You know, take us back, Mike. We understand that this start with a 911 call that someone was assaulted.
Yeah, and we don't know the nature of that. In fact, they didn't even know the nature of it when they started chasing this car. They just knew that there was an assault with a deadly weapon. This was the vehicle description that the victim had given. What exactly was that ADW? What exactly was the assault? We're still working that out. But whatever it was, the victim was able to tell police that the people inside had 3 handguns. So at some point during whatever the interaction was, the victim alleged, as we see the person on the left, the driver's side, getting out now, he'll walk back towards the officers. But what the nature of the ADW was, we're still working on that. But the victim had told police that they had 3 handguns.
Okay, well, they have one person, it looks like, almost in custody. So that's good. At least they have one person. It sounds like, oh, and there are those hands?
On the right.
Yeah,
on the right.
They had their hands and then they put it back in the car?
Yeah.
We thought they were going to get out. Maybe they are now.
Yeah, and it sounds like the officers that were in foot pursuit of the ones that ran, it sounds like they have at least one of those people in custody. So if there were 4 people, and unfortunately a building blocked us, and we're dealing with clouds and tall buildings and all of those things, so we couldn't tell if there were actually 4. We had heard 4, but we know one that ran is in custody, and then obviously these 2 are going to be taken into custody soon too.
And a really precarious situation with all those handguns allegedly inside that car and multiple people to keep track of.
Now, is it policy also that they want them to get out one at a time?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
They'll call them out one at a time. They don't want to be dealing with, multiple people because if one bolts and one runs or, what have you. So yeah, they do want one to come out of it at a time. And you saw, especially when you have multiple suspects, look how far away they made that guy walk. Because they don't want him to have any access to the other person in the car or be able to quickly run back to the car. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
okay, so we're going to get all 4. I didn't realize there was 3 people left in the car. So only the driver ran, and we believe that person is in custody. So they will get all 4 of these suspects.
That is so, well, you know what? You said that you saw the number 7 on one of the law enforcement vehicles. So that's a gang unit,
That's
right?
from Wilshire Division. Yeah, he had a slick top, and that's one of the gang officers.
Kind of makes sense then if you have 4 people in a vehicle, right, evading police and having weapons inside.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And we were, for a good chunk of this in downtown, they were wrong way on one-way streets. Really putting the public at risk here. And, the LAPD helicopter was doing their best to keep up, but just like us, we were dealing with clouds and tall buildings. And, I don't know if that was their, thought process here. Let's go get lost in downtown and see if that works. But I can tell you the watch commanders that were calling this chase were adamant about staying in it and not going into tracking mode. That allowed the officers to be right behind them and right on their tail at every turn.
So when they come and get all these guys on the ground, they're going to search them. It'll be interesting to see if they find the guns on them right now or in the car, or if they might have ditched the firearms they allegedly had. And
there was talk on the freeway of them throwing things out of the car. So very well could have been at least one of the weapons if that were the case. So I don't know if the officers were able to go back and retrieve it. It sounds like it was on the 10 when they were headed eastbound.
They had an airship overhead, right?
They did.
So
and the
they
airship,
could see it.
Yeah, the airship was the one that called out that they may have tossed an article, is what they call it, when they don't really know what it is. But look at the really big contingent of law enforcement that you've got down there now, trying to get all of this handled and cleaned up.
And the bystanders who were just down there enjoying their Friday night in downtown LA as all of these police cars came screaming in and people now on the ground. It must be quite a sight from the ground there.
Yeah, and that's what makes you so nervous to me. It's a Friday night. We saw pedestrians. These guys are driving, crazy down a one-way street. God knows what could have happened. Thankfully they realized the LAPD wasn't going to give up as the officers come in to clear the car here and just decide to ditch it. It rolled up against the pole a little bit there, but it doesn't look like there's any heavy damage. So really, with the way they were driving, it ended the best it could.
Did they run out of gas, or did they not navigate as they should have?
Yeah.
And run, that's what I'm wondering.
Excuse me. I think towards the end of it, you could kind of see them not really knowing what they wanted to do. Like when they were going into intersections, their turns were not decisive. They would pause. They would kind of sit there for like a millisecond and figure out what they wanted to do. And that Hollywood unit was just on his bumper the whole time. So I don't know if maybe eventually they just realized that, no matter how fast I drive, wrong way, downtown, buildings, clouds, they're still here. They're still chasing me. Let me try and get out and run. And it didn't work.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
So the driver's the only one we're not seeing.
Correct.
Right
And
now.
He's in custody, right?
Yeah, he's in custody down the street a little bit behind the building.
And the only one who chose to run, it sounds like.
Yeah, and we believe at this point that you'll have all 4 of these suspects in custody. So they'll clear the car and then we'll get a code 4.
All right, well, a little excitement on this Friday night, but
Happy Friday.
yeah, glad to see that that it turned out the way it did and there were no injuries and no damage to other vehicles or anything like that.
Absolutely.